Last time on episode 185 of AWSM Comedy Radio.
Hello, Kelly. Tommy Quinn here. I just wanted to order some traffic shooter to come with the hinge blades. So what I do, I'll email you over the order for it. I just wanted to get it before you dispatch it. I just want to throw a few coils of that traffic shooter. So I will. I'll email it over immediately. Okay.
Okay, if you like that, check out episode 185. But now it's time for episode 186 of
AWSM Radio.
What's up with that look, Nick?
That was good.
Wow. That we're gonna get some kind of bizarre message to call in. If you want to call in, call us at 504-434 AWSM, and we'll pretend that it was a previous episode, like that last thing we played.
You know, I'm Nick. I just have to say, like, our online audience, like the new people that are discovering us and finding us, we really only have that first 30 seconds to get them, get their attention.
Right.
And
So
I think,
we're killing it.
I think we
Forward.
did it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I just heard it. I felt it. It was awesome. It brought me into the show in a different way.
They've done research.
that
Most
I've
people
never
turn
been
it off.
brought in before.
Yeah, like 10 seconds, they're like, well, that's enough for me.
We should have we should have segments on this show
Better.
to break up the flow.
Yeah.
Like this one. It's time for a fun fact with Logan.
Fun fact, in 1969, the Army Corps of Engineers blocked the flow of Niagara Falls to test its structural integrity.
I like that. It made my heart beat.
You're enriched now. You know something.
Thanks to CBA and everyone here who allows us, Awesomonster, to come into their little space and do a monthly comedy podcast
Play
recording.
games with you.
Where we play games with you and we interview different talents and personalities throughout the Chicago area. Here with us today is the co-host and executive producer of General Admission and story producer / host of The Moth in Chicago. Please welcome Tyler Greene.
Yeah.
Thank you. My hands are shaking. I'm
Why?
nervous.
You do
I
this
don't know.
all the time.
I get in a studio.
Yeah, but
with a
see,
much
look,
bigger audience
It's a
than we
bagel
have.
shop, for fuck's sake.
I know the stakes have been raised. Did you ever hear that in acting class? Raise the
I
stakes.
have heard all about steaks.
That's
yes.
why we moved here from a basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
One of our friends,
happy for you.
Logan, who has a lovely photography company with his
Photography.
wife, Candace, Photography. We started this show in their garden apartment, part of which is their studio, and they allowed us to film in there, and Candace was so gracious to not run us off immediately after the show, and we just made a bunch of friends. We met a lot of cool people in the city, musicians, lots of musicians, but...
Tyler, did you start in a basement?
I did.
Oh, really?
good.
The
And-
Moth started in the
Conceived?
basement?
No.
He is a person.
Oh, you were born
My
in
parents
a basement.
had sex in a basement, and I was born. No, our podcast, General Admission, started in a basement in Edgewater.
Yeah.
Moth started on a porch in Georgia
Oh.
with a bunch of people who like to drink bourbon and play poker.
And
Now-
there were like moths hanging around?
There were moths flying through the doorway of this woman's home, and they said, well, let's call ourselves the Moths, and then they moved to New York, and then now it's this whole international
Very
thing.
I heard
lovely,
this story
lovely
before.
thing.
I remember.
Fun
Started
fact.
It all started with booze, though. That's the thing.
And when
Booze,
did we
lots of
get
great
the...
things start.
lots of great things start with booze, like civilization, society.
I thought you were
I
gonna
thought it was
say
going a
syphilis.
different direction.
Yeah, I thought you were going to talk about syphilis.
syphilis.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's
Oh,
often
thought
true.
Well, that's an entirely different story. But we won't talk about it
Yeah.
here because
My
Tom's really
Moth
ashamed.
bosses are going to be really happy that I'm talking about syphilis right now in the same sentence as the origin story.
What do you talk about on General Admission with co-host Don?
Yes, he's the self-proclaimed asshole with a blog.
Yeah.
He's been doing theater in Chicago for 30 years and writes a blog about it. But yeah, we talk to artists about stuff. And this upcoming season, we were with WBEZ, but WBEZ didn't renew our contract and didn't renew a couple of other podcast contracts, so we're independent now.
Like it's all
Much like
true.
you guys. It's All True is one of those podcasts.
I knew that.
Chewing the Fat, Strange Brews, and ourselves branched out, and now we're on our own. And We're launching a season where every episode for 12 episodes, we interview a different artist from a different genre. So we are interviewing anybody from a drag queen to a theater director to a painter, and we're trying to mash different artists together, also from the same mediums, to get them talking about stuff. And then Don and I just argue because
That's what you do.
we argue constantly. So it's just us being ourselves.
The episode that came out recently, is this the first launch that is separate from WBEZ? The one about
Yes.
Star Wars and the fact that you've never seen any of them?
That was at the truth at the beginning of that episode. So the idea was this movie's coming out and everybody's freaking out about Star Wars 7.
Yeah.
And I had not seen any of them. And so I tell him this, and he stops and looks at
The
me like
entire
I'm an
show.
alien, and says, basically, what's wrong with you? And then in my mind, I'm like, well, let's watch them all together over the span of whatever, how many hours that is, 2, 4, 6, 8, what is that, 6 films times 3, 17 hours, and then make an episode out of it. And so we did. We skipped one, and we did the machete order. Does anyone know that? Machete
No,
order?
I've never heard that.
Anybody?
Explain the
One
machete
person,
order.
yes. Can you come up here and explain the machete order? No, okay. Doesn't care.
No, it's fine.
No, I think it starts
She
with
loves to sing in front of
4,
people.
and then it does 5, and then we go to 2 and 3, and there's a flashback, and then you do 6 or something. I don't know. It was enjoyable. I loved them. All of the ones that were made in the 80s and 90s.
Wait, I still don't know what the machete order is.
It's
4,
You-
5,
4?
2, 3, 6.
Oh, you got it.
one is gone because apparently it's awful, and I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it is.
Told
It's the
I
worst.
couldn't watch it.
I'm sorry, I can't stand either
How
of
do
you for
you
that.
like
I like
Phantom
anything
Menace?
Don't get
with
mad at me.
Liam
I don't know.
Neeson in it.
No, that's ridiculous.
He's amazing. I
He's
will
great,
watch
but
it.
no, he doesn't make a bad movie good.
But he has powers.
So what? Lots of
That's-
bad
that's
movies
cool.
have powers.
Anyway, I will defend him to the end. We should move on before we get into more arguments.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
the movies
Keep
are
it civil.
fine. You know, it's good. Fine. It was fine. It was fun though. You should listen. You should listen to the episode. It's hilarious.
And if we want to listen to the episode, we can just find you on SoundCloud, General Admission.
GeneralAdmissionChicago.com.
General Admission Chicago.
Chicago.com.
Thank you so much. Forgot that little
General
detail.
Admission is a ticketing website.
ticketing website.
Do they have good deals?
I don't know. I was just mad.
could
that
go
they
with the
owned
both.
It already. Huh?
You could go to both if you want those good deals.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could.
I'm just thinking back to the episode, the Chicago Pod
Hey, girl.
Slam.
Sorry, somebody just ran in.
Yeah, they're here. They're all here.
Yay.
They're
Sorry.
ready.
I'm sorry.
Pod Slam.
Yeah, we were at
We
Pod
did
Slam
that
talking
together.
to Mr. T's daughter.
That was so weird.
Mr.
Yeah.
T's daughter.
Erica Nicole
Nicole
Clark,
yeah.
who's a comedian in Chicago
Very
who a
funny.
lot of people don't know about.
She's very funny, and we were there talking about her. And you laughed really loud.
Yeah,
and
I
you-
always laugh.
You made
I always
it
laugh
onto
really
the
loud.
podcast.
It's
Your laugh.
It's obnoxious, ostentatious, but totally genuine.
Do you remember
and
the night we
honest.
met?
I remember the night that we met on the street, and I was with my mother, and it was her first time in Chicago, and I thought you were insulting her.
Yes, but
What'd
no.
you- what'd you say to
No,
Nick's mom?
before that we met because we saw Beth Stelling's recording.
Oh, that's right.
Beth Stelling's
We were at
comedy
Beth
recording, her
Stelling's
first recording.
together.
And we were having fun time. And then on the street, I kept talking to you, and you said I offended your mother, and I don't. Later,
No,
you
no,
told-
you didn't offend my mother, but
you-
I thought for some reason that you were making fun of us because we were from the South.
Oh, I was probably drunk. I come off
Probably.
as a little harsh when I'm drunk.
And just to fill people in, Beth Stelling is
drinking
also a
this month.
comedian, and
Yeah.
Tom's mom is very Southern.
Yes.
Tom's mom?
Tom's mom, damn it.
Who the hell
Tom's
is
mom is very
Tom?
Ohioan.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Did we just coin a phrase, Ohioan? Tyler, would you like to play a game with
I
us?
love games.
I love
Yeah.
games
Been
too.
sitting
play
here
one
in
with
the
an
bagel
audience
shop
member.
wanting to
Do
play
we have
games.
an audience member that wants to come up and play a game?
Yes, yes.
filmed
right
it.
here.
Elliot's coming.
I
Yeah.
feel
Oh.
it.
Oh,
see
he
if
looks
our
like
mic
he's gonna
works.
We
kick
had
my
two
ass.
hands.
Do you work for Groupon?
This
He
is.
looks really
Oh,
tall.
say it ain't soap.
Really insulting. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
broken.
Oh.
Try.
So you're going to be entertained by one of our little opening jingles.
Soap.
You're
That's
gonna
right.
have
that
to-
was
you
the jingle.
talked right over
Yeah,
it,
you're
Nick.
gonna
Say
have
it
to
ain't
play- you're gonna
soap.
have to play it again.
And we've got
Never
an
mind.
audience
Play
member
it at
here.
the end.
No, I've got it. We've got an audience member here. What's your name?
My name's Elliot.
Hello, Elliot. Welcome. You're going to be playing a game called Say It Ain't Soap. Only this is the superhero edition. So normally we play a game
Of course.
where
So bad at superheroes. I'm sorry.
we have to guess how many times a soap opera character has died, and the scoring is Price is Right style.
oh, okay.
Wait, soap opera characters like Bold and Beautiful and Young and the Restless?
That's what we usually do.
That's
but
what we
it
usually
would have
do.
been
Kim
that.
Zimmer.
But since you're on and you know so much about superheroes, Tyler.
Fucking much. Don Hall, whenever he hears this, is going to love it.
So you're going to alternate who goes first, and then the other one
Okay.
will also be able to guess a number of deaths, and it's Price is Right style, so it's the closest without going over. Elliot, you're going to be the first to guess on this one, but you'll both guess. The first one is Marvel Girl, a.k.a. Jean Grey. And I'll give a little description. A mutant with the power of telekinesis, Jean Grey is one of the original members of the X-Men. She has married Cyclops
gonna be embarrassing.
and is frequently possessed by the Phoenix Force.
My stomach hurts right now.
Elliot, how many times? You know what? You're both not going to know any of these. So
Yeah.
just give
All right,
up on trying.
All right.
That's my
I can
advice
rest
in
easy.
life. Elliot, how many times do you think Jean Grey has died?
I'm going to go with 4.
You're going to go with 4.
I'm going to take the over on
Tyler, you're going to take the over, so you're going with 5,
that.
basically.
Sure, yeah. 4.2.
Tyler, you get a point. 14 deaths.
14.
14
Oh.
times.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's one of them more. Not many people have died of many times.
She's
as
died a
she is.
lot.
Yeah.
Now I know what I'm dealing with.
She's
I was
possessed by the
72.
Phoenix Force. She's gonna come back alive.
Yeah, think about that's what you got to consider is the Phoenix Force.
When you
common
start talking
sense.
about superheroes,
Really.
I can't understand you. It's very strange.
I'm the same way.
So,
That's 'cause it
we're-
doesn't
I'm
make
glad
any
we're
sense.
playing this game together,
I
Elliot.
am too.
Really good idea.
A new friendship.
feel like I'm in the same league.
I'm sorry that I insulted you earlier and said that you worked for Groupon. Do you work for Groupon?
I don't work.
Okay, it'd be great.
I didn't-
It'd be great if you did.
I didn't hear that insult.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I did that earlier.
Here we
Do I
go.
look-
Next one, Captain
No,
America,
I'm sorry.
a.k.a. Steve Rogers. During World War II, thanks to a super soldier serum, a scrawny young man was brought to the peak of human health and athletic ability. He then fought evildoers, whether they were Nazis, criminals, or aliens. Tyler, you're going first. How many times do you think Steve Rogers has died?
Kim Zimmer.
Okay.
No,
That's a number.
Knows who that is. Anybody? No? Okay.
No, who's Kim Zimmer?
Well, just forget it.
Never
Soap
mind.
opera star. Just huge soap opera star.
Sure.
No big deal. From my home state of Michigan. I don't know. 7. Jesus.
Elliot, how many do you think?
I'm gonna go with the over.
So you're taking 8.
Yeah, he sounds like.
Well,
a badass.
you were right this time, Elliot.
Ding,
It's
ding, ding,
11.
ding, ding.
11
deaths.
deaths for
Okay.
Steve
Nice work.
Rogers.
So
Elliot.
anywhere between 11 and 14, we're good.
Yeah, next one's going to... Okay.
Those
big-
aliens are dangerous. All right, last one. Unless we need a tiebreaker, you got 1 point each. Banshee, a.k.a. Sean Cassidy. A mutant born in Ireland, Banshee can produce sonic screams. He is also a former X-Man. Elliot, how many times do you think Banshee has died?
So all he does is scream.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
really loud.
It's really loud.
He can
It's like Nick, kind of.
bring down buildings and stuff.
All right, how about
Nick
9?
doesn't have a mic, so I'm making fun of him. It's great.
How about 9?
You're going with 9.
9.
Oh, you see, now I'm a poker player, and I'm getting really nervous right now because I really want to win this, like really bad. And my
got
gut was
real.
telling me 0
Oh,
because it seems like you would just do something like that for the final question. I'm going to take the under of 9.
So what does that mean?
That means 8.
or less.
Yeah, and I did say Price is Right, but I'm changing it right now because of the way you guys are playing it, and I'm just going to give this because you're right. It was 3 deaths. Sean Cassie, Tyler Greene, you know a lot about your superheroes.
Okay.
Yeah, girl.
Congratulations for winning Say It Ain't Soap.
Thank you. The bagels are on fire, I think.
And thank you so much to
Congratulations.
Elliot for joining us and playing a game here.
Nice work, Elliot.
Yeah, applause to Elliot,
Yeah.
even though he couldn't measure up to Tyler's.
That's a tall
Elliot,
man.
Elliot, if you want to come see the Moth on me, let me know. That's
That
your
is a-
prize
that
for
is a
losing.
tall man.
For losing. For losing.
Speaking of the Moth, so when is the next Moth here in Chicago? Where can we come
Well-
see it? Because I know the venue changes a bit. Sometimes you're at the, is it Haymarket?
It's like a mathematical algorithm. Are you ready?
Ready.
So every second Monday in the West Loop at Haymarket Pub and Brewery, hosted by Don Hall, who has been mentioned more times than anyone else already in this episode. Last Tuesday of every month at Main Stage until March. Main Stage is changing management, and so we have to find a new venue. So I don't know where that show will be, but we'll rotate a while until we find a new home. And then we do one-offs. We're doing one at the Promontory in Hyde Park on March 19th. And we're doing another one at the History Museum. And then we're doing a Grand Slam somewhere else. And it's just all the time. Just go to themoth.org/events.
Moth.org.
/event.
Slash!
Not mothchicago.org.
Slasher. No.
Well,
No,
General Admission Chicago.
that's a ticketing website.
General
Moth.org.
admission Chicago.
Actually, you know what? Oh, we do need. We need to make some money because we don't really have enough. Tom has a way of making money.
With-
Tom, why don't you tell us about it?
Okay.
Can this have some underscoring?
Yes, but first, here's your thing.
Everything's better when Tom posts.
See, Nick loves
Everything's
it.
better when Tom posts.
Like compost. There we go. So I sell things on Craigslist sometimes, and I've had one successful sale out of what, 10? That's
right.
good.
You sold
so
a thing.
I'm trying to sell a service on Craigslist to this point. Artisanal snow penises for sale. This is what I'm posting on Craigslist. I need money, so I'm offering you my services as a snow penis craftsman. I was born with an incredible talent to make gigantic penis sculptures out of snow, and I think now is the time that I should share this talent with the world. If you're saying to yourself that you're pretty sure you don't need any snow penises, let me ask you this. Do you have a garden? If so, then a humongous snow penis makes a great scarecrow. Are you lonely? If so, then an incredibly large snow penis makes an incredible friend. Do you have a 10-foot tall snow vagina in your front yard? If so, then a 10-foot tall snow penis will be the perfect companion piece. I can also do a 20-foot tall snow sculpture of B. Arthur, but I tend to make those a little too veiny.
Everything's better when Tom posts. Everything's better when Tom posts.
Like compost.
There you go. Thanks. Please send your snow penis inquiries to Tom. Check it out on Craigslist. Check out generaladmissionchicago.com.
Yes.
Check out moth.org/events. Check out Tyler Greene webcam on. No, that's not right. That's not right.
It's my favorite. It's
That's
my
it.
favorite.
And thanks everybody so much for joining us here
Thank
at
you.
CBA, and thank you so much to CBA for giving us your delicious bagels and letting us do our podcast here.
I told Tom not to do that post.
That was weird.
Well,
Is that an insult
Sometimes
to
I
B.
do things
Arthur,
you
though?
can't stop me.
There could have been
Did I-
You're
children.
not my mom.
Could have been children here.
Dare
That
you
we know of.
insult the dead?
There
So
weren't.
awful.
And some, yeah.
B. Arthur
32
is
years
dead.
ago, Tyler's parents and Nick
Dead.
got together. They had Tom.
Ready for a quickie?
Let's do a quickie, Dixie.
Let's do a quickie. Let's do a quickie. Let's do a quickie.